Within the CyberSec4Europe project, we are actually leading the work package related to the community outreach, community connections, the cybersecurity ecosystem. This work package is intended to actually allow interactions and to encourage interactions between the organizations that are part of the project and the external world in terms of the cybersecurity world, such as the European Cybersecurity Organization, such as the European Organization for Security. In addition, also connections with the standards development organizations, such as CEN-CENELEC, such as ISO, such as EDSI, as well as other parts of the community, including cybersecurity hubs and other cybersecurity organizations that already exist. So in a way, we are the connection with the community that exists. We are the connection with the ecosystem. And the intention is to share our results, to get input, to also give feedback. And we have, during the period of the project, 3 different consultation meetings. The meeting is intended to also bring together the other pilot projects, which are Sparta, which are Concordia and ECHO, as well as CyberSec4Europe, and to look at all the things that we're doing. Some of the things are, in some cases, similar, but in general, we all have different approaches in different sectors, and I think that's very important. So our consultation meetings occur once a year, and during those meetings, we intend to bring together a lot of this community and have these discussions for input, for feedback, for sharing results, for sharing what the future might be. Our work package actually has accomplished our first consultation meeting. It was held in Toulouse in November of 2019. During that time, we got together government officials, we got together European Commission officials, we brought also representatives of different cybersecurity hubs, and as well as bringing together the European Cybersecurity Organization members of also the other consortia, Sparta, ECHO, Concordia, and also our own partners, in order to actually have this approach, as I mentioned in the first question, to input, feedback, as well as sharing results. Our results in the first year, I believe, have been impressive. And when I talk about impressive, I think that we actually have very, very close relationships with the rest of the community. Not to mention as well the public sector, which is also an important component of this, because the public sector, of course, is involved in the regulation. The public sector is involved in all the aspects of how we touch the European citizen. So from that standpoint, our first consultation meeting was quite a significant success, and I think that our team, especially our team in Toulouse, did an excellent job in putting together all the pieces to be able to have an event that has some impact, not just regionally, but also within Europe. Over the next 12 months, our work package is involved in a lot of activities connecting again with the community, connecting with the European Cybersecurity Organization, connecting with the European Commission, connecting with the public sector, looking at all of the things that are going on in the cybersecurity ecosystem, and also touching on the user community as well. In that respect, and by the way, that also includes standardization activities. Now, we do have another work package that involves standardization, but at the same time, there's a direct connection with our work package as well. During that 12 months, we will actually continue and even expand the activities of the partners. We also plan to be having another consultation meeting. This is going to be during the German presidency, so during the second half of 2020. And it will be intended as well to unite the hubs, the community members, as well as our fellow pilot projects into one environment where we hope to see the results of the other pilots. We hope to also get input and feedback into what we are doing, and at the same time share the results as well with the broader set of the community. And at the end of this period, we will have also a work deliverable, which can be viewed in general with respect to what has happened, what the results, what the conclusions, and most importantly, what are the recommendations for the future and for the next steps. One of the challenges that we have is related to the fact that we do have 4 different projects. We have 4 pilot projects which are going on. Some of them are doing things which have some connection and are similar. Others are doing things which are not as well connected with the rest of the community. The challenge always is that each project has its own direction and each project has its own orientation. At the same time, we're trying to find ways of cooperating, sharing information, being able to be sure that we don't reinvent the wheel, be sure that we don't overlap in all the things that we're doing. And I think that's a significant challenge in this realm. And in order to overcome that, we need to continue to work together. We need to continue to exchange information. There are regular meetings of the project coordinators. There are approaches which in some ways push the elements of the project together, and our actual consultation meetings are one of those things which allow the projects to be coordinated, at least to a certain extent. One of the other challenges is, of course, the public administrations. Public administrations have the requirement to address the issue of regulatory aspects, but also framing what things are best for their own citizens. At a certain period, there are different European Union directives which have to result in regulatory implementation within the EU member states. The challenge of the public administrations is to actually convert that into something which is both addressing the directive while at the same time ensuring that the citizens of their specific countries are actually able to be afforded the protections of those regulations, and those regulations don't impact on their daily life so significantly that they can't actually do the things that they need to do. So one of the challenges that we have in our work package is to try to help the public administrations to understand where the community lies in all of this, and where we can even make recommendations how those implementations, how those regulatory frameworks could possibly be adjusted or address the issues of both the directive and the needs of their own citizens. So from the aspect of the challenges, there really are those 2 challenges, and I believe that well into the future, we're going to be able to contribute to the effective recommendations and also to the effective integration of some elements of the different pilot projects that are working concurrently.